Hello, everybody, and welcome to a beautiful, beautiful day here in Dayton, Ohio. I'm Michael LaPlaca to get things going here with this exhibition game between the Dayton Flyers hosting the USSSA Pride. It is a spectacular day here at UD Softball Stadium. You cannot ask for a better setting, and we're almost underway here live from UD Softball Stadium. A quick look here at the lineups. First for Dayton, they'll have Manda Cash, the crafty lefty, in the circle for Dayton. And the Pride, really quick, will be leading off with the left fielder number 22, Hallie Wilson. Wilson stepping into the box as we are underway here from UD Softball Stadium, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Rest of the lineup for the Pride. Batting second will be the third baseman, Courtney Seal. The number 3 hitter will be number 12, the right fielder, Kelly Kretschmann. The cleanup hitter will be Christy Mayer. That one tapped in front of the plate. Fitzgerald makes a nice play and gets the out at first. 1 up, 1 down. The remaining lineup for the Pride, the 5 hitter will be number 3, Gianna DeSalvatore. The 6 hitter is the catcher, number 16, Lauren Sweet. Batting 7th for the Pride, the shortstop, number 27, Cheyenne Cordes. The 8 hitter will be the second baseman, number 7, Kelsey Stewart. The 9th hitter is the designated player, number 66, Brianna Hamilton. And in the circle for the Pride will be number 13, Hannah Rogers. 0-1 the count, 1 out here, top of the first inning. We're glad to have you with us here on this Sunday afternoon. The defensive alignment for Dayton in left is Hannah DeSalvo. In center is Aspen Novak, and right, Gabrielle Snyder. Over at third is Julia Barr. Shortstop is Kayla Haberstich. That one is high and outside. Second base is Lisa Tassi. Katie Ryan over at first base. And Ellie Ziegler is the catcher, with Kyle Davidson as the designated player. Manda Cash, first team All-Atlantic 10 selection, is able to get a swing and a miss there, and it's now 1-2 to the third baseman, Seal. Dayton in all white here at home. That one high and outside, 2-2 the count. The Pride in red with the white pants, doing a fall tour here where they're playing other Division I institutions. They were at Ohio State last before coming to Dayton. That one fouled away and out of play. So no score here. Top of the first, 2-2 is the count with 1 away so far here in the first inning of play. Cash, one of the premier pitchers in the Atlantic 10, a first-team All-A-10 selection, All-Region selection as well, as she's able to draw a grounder over to short. Haberstich couldn't make the play as the speed of Seo was too much on that, so it'll be an infield single. So runner at first base with 1 out, and now comes the number 3 hitter, the right fielder, Kelly Kretschmann. Kretschmann, All-American, one of the more decorated players in college softball history. So Dayton in at the corners. And first pitch on the way. And that one paints the corner in for a strike, 0-1 the count. Flyers yesterday in exhibition action. We're also out in Columbus, had a split, falling to Miami, but able to beat Toledo. A pair of exhibitions against some MAC opponents. That one outside, 1-1 the count. 1 out here, top of the first inning of play. And the windup in the pitch. That one slapped foul and out of play. So once again, Cash ahead in the count, up 1-2. If you're looking at this Pride roster, they have some prime-time players. When you're looking at Sierra Romero, Lauren Chamberlain, Jolene Henderson, pitcher from Cal. They got an absolutely loaded roster, as that one's high and outside, 2-2 the count. Outfield is playing straight away. Kretschmann takes that one away. The count runs full, 3-2 the count. So CO over at first with great speed. One out here in the top of the first, no score. Here between Dayton and the USSSA Pride. 3-2 on the way. And that one is high for ball 4, and the runners will advance up to first and second. So now Cash in a little bit of a sticky situation here as the cleanup hitter, the center fielder, number 24, Christy Merritt, comes to the plate. So still one out in the inning, no score. So here comes Cash with the first one, and once again getting that first pitch strike in there. Has the count 0-1. One of the things that the Dayton coaching staff talked about with their young pitcher, Amanda Cash, is being able to get ahead of hitters. And you start to see her throw some of that off-speed stuff, absolutely buckling Merritt on that pitch. And she's now ahead 0-2. One out here, top of the first. Runners at first and second. Wilson, the leadoff hitter, chopped out in front of the plate. And CO got an infield single. Kretschmann a walk, and that one swung on and fouled out of play once again over to the left side. The 0-2 on the way. That one just missed the corner. Good eye there by Merritt. The count now runs to 1-2. One out here, top of the first inning. No runs, one hit, no errors for the Pride so far here in the early going. The 1-2 on the way. That one slapped out in front of second base. Nice play, able to get the force there as Lisa Tassi diving to her right, able to flip it over to Haberstich to get the force at second. And that'll make it 2 outs in the inning with runners at the corners. Solid defensive play there. And here comes the number 5 hitter, the first baseman, number 3, Gianna De Salvatore. Now we'll have a quick conference in the circle. As the Pride last year 40-15, the NPF Dayton in 2016 was 27-21-1. But they finished in second in the Atlantic 10 at 14-5-1. The one tie coming up against St. Joseph's. So runners at the corners here. And De Salvatore steps into the box. 2 out here in the top of the first. And first pitch from Cash. That one in for a strike. Runner goes, steals second easily. And now runners at second and third here. 0-1 the count. An easy base there for Merritt. Able to steal that one. Dayton conceding that here. Here's the 0-1. That one right down the middle. And now 0-2 the count. One thing you can say about Cash so far here in the early going is she's been able to get ahead of all 5 hitters so far in the early going. The 0-2 on the way. That one flared foul and out of play. Still 0-2 the count. Dayton, in the bottom half of this inning, will have Aspen Novak leading off, followed by Snyder and Tassi. 0-2 on the way. And that one popped up over third base side. Easy play made by Julia Blar, and that'll end the inning. So a couple of runners for the Pride, but no damage done. We're going to go to commercial here. No score. Bottom of the first coming up next.
We love calling the Miami Valley home. It's more than where we work. It's where we live, where we raise our families. At DP&L, you can count on us to do what's right for you, like continually investing in our electrical systems that keep your power on, your lives running, and your family happy, no matter what it takes. We're proud to work with you to make the Miami Valley a great place to live. We're Dayton Power and Light.
Bottom of the first, no score here so far between Dayton and the USSSA Pride. Dayton will be coming up to bat against the right-hander Hannah Rogers. Rogers, a former Florida Gator, and will face this lineup for the Flyers. Leading off will be the center fielder Aspen Novak, followed by the right fielder Gabrielle Snyder. The three-hitter is the second baseman Lisa Tassi. In the fourth spot, the first baseman Katie Ryan. The five-hitter is the shortstop, Kayla Haberstich. The six-hitter is the left fielder, Hannah DeSalvo, followed by the seven-hitter, Ellie Ziegler, catching. The eight-hitter is number 24, Julia Blar, and the ninth-hitter is Kyle Davidson in the DP spot. So an eventful inning for Dayton, but no damage done. And here is Novak to lead things off, and she takes first pitch in for a strike. So Novak, one of the speediest players on this Flyer roster, fouls that one away, and count now goes to 0-2. If you're just tuning in, Dayton in a little bit of a jam, but after a leadoff out, there was a single over to the shortstop side, a walk, and then a force out over at second. That one fouled away. Stolen base, and then third out of the inning, pop up out to third base. 0-2 the count still to Novak. And now Rogers winds up and delivers. Off speed stuff, low and inside, so count now goes to 1-2. It is a picture perfect day here in Dayton, Ohio. Could not ask for anything better here in late September. The 1-2 to Novak. That one a little bit outside and low, so count now goes to 2-2. Rogers just finished up her second season with the Pride. Delivers it to that one, chopped in front of home plate. Tough play there, and with Novak's speed, no way of getting her. Stewart had a hard time corralling that one. The leadoff hitter is aboard.
Now that is the right fielder, number 3, Gabrielle.
So here comes the veteran, Gabrielle Snyder, the right fielder. Snyder, one of the top players on this Flyer squad. So here's Snyder. Takes first pitch, grounds it right back to the pitcher. Tries to get the force at second and does. And a good play there by Cordes, the shortstop for the Pride, able to reach back and get at least the force out. So one out here in the bottom of the first. And now stepping up to the plate is the second baseman, Lisa Tassi. Tassi made an outstanding defensive play to save at least one run in the top frame of this inning. And she takes first pitch, ball 1-0. Rogers, in the circle for the Pride, was Florida's first ever four-time softball All-American. And there's a pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. Second all-time with the Gators in wins, strikeouts, innings pitched, and shutouts. Certainly a remarkable career down in Gainesville. That one, Tassi unable to check her swing, and the count now goes to 1-2. Runner at first, one out here, bottom of the first inning, no score. Both teams with one hit apiece, both infield singles. The 1-2 to Tassi, she fouls that straight back and out of play. On deck for the Flyers, First baseman Katie Ryan. And over at first is Snyder. The 1-2, that one chopped in front of the pitcher. Rogers once again goes to second, out for one. Safe at first base, so unable to turn the double play, but they did get the lead runner. And now there's 2 outs in the inning. And here comes Ryan.
Now batting, first baseman, number 26, Katie Ryan.
So here's Katie Ryan. And first pitch from Rogers is a little bit low, ball 1. Tassie over at first. Dayton, even though they have 1 hit, have yet to get the ball out of the infield so far here in the early going. Ryan gets the 1-0. That one low and outside and runs the count now to 2-0. On deck for the Flyers is the shortstop, Haberstich. The wind blowing out to left center field, so if someone's able to get a hold of one, it's going to carry out in a hurry. That one flared in front of the shortstop, and that'll do it. So no runs, 1 hit, no error. We go into the top of the second. We're going to hand it off to Kyler Ludlow here in a second. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Celebrate the soggy shoes.
Yeah.
And the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny, nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind. Cheer for the stumbles. The he shoulda had that's. And the tears that linger. For in those moments, greatness lies. There, you will find the provoked, the determined, the unified. It's in those moments that champions are born.
Think of the NCAA as a marching band. We wouldn't stop with halftime. We'd be full-time, celebrating student athletes in everything they do. Okay, so don't think of us as a marching band. Think of
Welcome back to UD Softball Stadium. Kyler Ludlow with you. Manda Cash on the hill. Delivers strike 1 to get the inning started against Lauren Sweet. Sweet Cords Stewart due up for the Pride in the second inning. Cash, the southpaw, A10 pitcher of the year, paints the outside corner. That's strike 2. So you heard the summary of the first inning. Both teams with a hit. There's a nice pitch over the inside corner. Is strike 3. Sweet down looking for the strikeout. First strikeout of the game for Cash. There's 1 away here in the second. Cheyenne Cords, the shortstop, coming to the plate. Cords playing shortstop, a graduate of Cal. Takes a strike across the outside corner. Manda Cash. The top pitcher of the Atlantic 10, one of the best pitchers Dayton has had in its softball history. The 1-0 lined out to left field and deep back over the fence for a home run. That liner barely made it above the height of the fence, but Cords got enough of it, and it goes out of here. The second hit of the game is a home run, and the Pride take a 1-0 lead. The USSSA Pride on their fall tour here in the Great Lakes region took on Ohio State yesterday, won that matchup by a 7-0 final score. Dayton just the second stop on that tour. They'll also go to Notre Dame, Michigan, and Toledo. Another left-handed hitter, Kelsey Stewart, the second baseman, takes strike 1 to get the at-bat started. So Cords puts the Pride up 1-0 Line drive homer to left field. Now the 0-1. Misses outside for a ball. Kelsey Stewart, another one of the Florida Gators on this roster. The Pride call home in Kissimmee, Florida. The ball misses outside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike now. See all the Gators in the lineup today. So this one misses high, and now the count in favor of the second baseman. Arrest of the bat on the shoulder. Cash ready in the circle. Here's the 3-1. High, ball 4. It's another walk for Cash, her second of the game. Now a base runner at first, and Brianna Hamilton will stand in. Hamilton graduated from Florida State, was an ACC first teamer as a junior, was injured for a year, hits a liner off the glove of Lisa Tassi into center field. The force out at second, still able to be completed as Stewart had to hold up on the line drive. Fielder's choice for Hamilton. Puts the DP at first instead of Stewart, turns the lineup over, and Hallie Wilson will come to the plate with 2 away.
Now batting left fielder, Haley Wilson.
Wilson from Arizona. 15 grads. She's played both of her professional seasons for the USSSA Pride. Takes outside. That's ball 1. Beautiful day here in Dayton, Ohio. Capacity crowd here in the grandstand behind home plate. Cash's pitch in, misses. You can see the full crowd. There's also people all scattered around the outfield. Cash has the one she wants. Here's her pitch. Fouled off to the left side, out of play.
As a reminder, fans, return any foul balls to the
Wilson, the left fielder. Pulls the bat back, squares, looks. It's low for a ball. So another hitter's count for yet another USSSA Pride hitter. Cash ready. Here's the pitch. Lined back to the mound, and Manda has it for out number 3. The comebacker is the final out of the inning, but the Pride get on the board with the Cheyenne Cords homer. We head to the bottom of the second. USSSA Pride 1, Dayton Flyers nothing.
Ohio Wave, U13, and the U16 Cincy Slammers.
We love calling the Miami Valley home. It's more than where we work. It's where we live, where we raise our families. At DP&L, you can count on us to do what's right for you. Like continually investing in our electrical systems that keep your power on, your lives running, and your family happy, no matter what it takes. We're proud to work with you to make the Miami Valley a great place to live. We're Dayton Power and Light.
Bottom of the second inning, the Dayton Flyers trail the USSSA Pride by a 1-0 score. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Pride. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Flyers. Coming up in the second inning, Kayla Haberstich, the shortstop, the left fielder, Hannah DeSalvo, and then Ellie Ziegler, the catcher, due up here in the second inning. Hannah Rogers, the right-handed hurler for the Pride, gave up a infield single, and that was it. Catches the inside corner for the first pitch to Haberstich. That's strike one. Haberstich, the junior shortstop. Back for her third year as this Flyers starting shortstop. It's a chopper back up the middle. The backhand, the throw on to first in time. Nice play by Kelsey Stewart to get out number one.
Now batting for the Flyers, left fielder, number 17, Hannah DeSalvo.
Hannah DeSalvo, one of the seniors for the Flyers this year. Seeing time again in left field. She was one of the better outfielders for the Flyers last season. Suffered a wrist injury late in the year. She takes a strike to start the at-bat against Rogers. And now she's back, fully healthy, ready to go. Rogers delivers. Outside corner, strike two. A tap of home plate. Now the pitch from the righty. Had a notion, it was outside, that's a ball. It was a home run that got the Pride on the board in the top of the second inning. DeSalvo could certainly find a little pop to send it out here and tie us up as she takes ball two. As Michael mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the nice wind blowing out. It's a liner into left field. That's a base hit. DeSalvo scorches a single through the left side. She's aboard with one away.
Now batting for the Flyers, the catcher, number 6, Ellie.
Brings Ellie Ziegler to the plate, the catcher. Seeing her first action here as the freshman Flyer. DeSalvo at first, the pitch to the plate. Hit down the first baseline, it's a fair ball. Freshman in the corner, picks it up, fires it in. DeSalvo goes first to third on the single by the freshman Ziegler. Runners at the corner, only one away.
Now batting the third baseman, number 24, Julia Blah.
Another freshman in Julia Blar coming to the plate now, but not before we have a meeting between Rogers and her backstop, Lauren Sweet. Pinch runner over at first base. Mallory Kimmel, another freshman, getting a chance to see the field today. First pitch swinging, a pop-up on the infield, called for and caught by third baseman Courtney Seo, and there's two away.
Now batting the designated player, number
That brings
16,
Kyle Davidson to the plate. Kyle was an Atlantic 10 all-rookie performer in her freshman season a year ago. Batting in that 9 spot, she readies. Here's the pitch. Ball over the inside part of the batter's box. Kimmel, the base runner at first. DeSalvo at third. The pitch to Davidson. Hit slowly on the ground. Foul. Picked up by Seo. Flyers now with 3 hits in the game. 2 singles here in the inning. 1 to left by DeSalvo, 1 to right by Ziegler. Now the 1-1 pitch. Outside. Two balls, 1 strike. Rogers ready. Liner way out to left field, but it'll hook foul. Strike 2. Davidson caught that one out in front. It was off the end of the bat a little bit. Evens the count up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at the corners. Rogers ready to go in the circle. Here's the 2-2. Just a bit outside, ball 3. Full count now on Davidson. Should see Kimmel with a bit of a head start over at first base on the pitch. There's the offering from Rogers. Outside for ball 4. They're loaded up for Aspen Novak. First walk of the game for Rogers. And Coach LaPlaca going to have a word with her center fielder and leadoff hitter, and we might be seeing a pinch hitter, sure enough. Maddie Malouf going to come off the bench. Get a chance to swing away with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the second inning. Hannah DeSalvo, the runner at third. Kimmel at second. Davidson now at first. Maddie Malouf, a sophomore for the Flyers. Saw limited time as a freshman, plays the outfield, can play first base. Was a great hitter. The pitch in, called a strike, snap throw down to third, but back in safely is Hannah DeSalvo. 0-1 the count after the called strike over the outside corner. Rogers rocks. She fires. Fouled off to the left side. It's quickly 0-2 on the pinch hitter. Rogers ready in the circle. Malouf twirls the bat around. Here comes the pitch. Chopper back out towards second. Picked up. Throw on to first in time. And Stewart makes 2 outs in the inning. The Flyers leave the bases loaded. They get 2 hits. But it's a 1-0 Pride lead as we head to the third.
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind. Cheer for the stumbles. The he shoulda had that's. And the tears that linger. For in those moments, greatness lies. There, you will find the provoked, the determined, the unified. It's in those moments that champions are born.
Think of the NCAA as a marching band. We wouldn't stop with halftime. We'd be full-time, celebrating student athletes in everything they do. Okay, so don't think of us as a marching band.
Courtney Seo is going to lead us off in the top of the third inning. Amanda Cash on the mound facing Seo, Kreshman, and Merritt. The heart of the order for the Pride. A bunt back out towards the mound. Up with it, Cash. Throw to first. Not going to be in time. Seo burns down the line. She's got 2 singles in this game. She's safe aboard at first base, and one of the top hitters in the entire NPF comes to the plate, and Kelly Kreshman. Kreshman hit .447 last year. Started in 51 of the 52 games she played in. Led the team with 13 homers. Tied for the team lead with 9 doubles. Led the team with 45 runs batted in. First pitch swinging is a high drive to right field. Snyder at the warning track reaches up and makes the catch. And that's the first out of the third. Doesn't get much easier. Christy Merritt comes to the plate. Merritt, the center fielder from Florida, takes outside for a ball. Runner at first base is Courtney Seo. 1-0 the score. Top of the third inning. The pitch in. skied in the air to deep center field. Novak racing back at the track, and she makes the catch for out number 2. Not much real estate left for Novak as she reached up to make the second out. But a good job of tracking that one by Novak. Gianna DeSalvatore will come to the plate now. Cash delivers the first pitch. It's fouled off to the left side, out of play, strike 1. Kyle Davidson is the catcher for the Flyers. Not sure if I missed her coming in or not, but her and Ellie Ziegler with a bit of a DP switch, I would have to guess. The original starting lineup had Davidson as the DP. Kyle flips it back to the mound after pulling in ball 1. 3 hits apiece for the Flyers and Pride. Pride lead it 1-0, top of the third. Cash with a 1-1 pitch. Runner on the move, throw down to second, and they did not get her. Good slide by Seo into second base. Getting the steal. Pretty good throw from Davidson, but Haberstich's tag just could not quite catch the sliding Seo. So the runner moves out to second base. Courtney Seo with great speed. Certainly in scoring position now. It's the 2-1. Swung on a miss, strike 2. Cash ready's in the circle, has the sign from Davidson. Now the pitch. Way outside, ball 3. Full count on the number 5 hitter for the Pride. Salvatore ready, the pitch. Hit in the air, shallow right center field. Now drifting back is Novak. She makes the catch, and that'll do it for the Pride in the third. A leadoff single goes to waste. 3 consecutive flyouts, and the Pride leave the runner stranded at second to send us to the bottom of the third with the USSSA leading Dayton 1-0.
Also playing for the Pride is number 7, Kelsey Stewart. Kelsey graduated from the University of Florida in 2016. She was a 2014 and 2015 WCWS champion. We also have number 12, Kelly Kretschke. Her 11th year in the league from Alabama in 2001. She was a 2016 NCF Young Player of the Year and a 2004 gold medalist.
University of Dayton Softball Stadium. Kyler Ludlow with you in the home half of the third inning. The Dayton Flyers will send up the 2-3-4 spot of the order against right-hander Hannah Rogers. That's Gabby Snyder, Lisa Tassi, and Katie Ryan. Snyder bounced into a fielder's choice in her first time up. She was then erased on yet another fielder's choice. The lone run of this game came in the top of the second inning when Cheyenne Cords hit a solo home run over the left field fence. Other than that, each team has put out a couple of base hits, 3 apiece at this point in the juncture. The Flyers left the bases loaded in the home half of the second inning. And now look to the heart of their order to come through with Gabby Snyder leading off, the right fielder, the top hitter for the Dayton Flyers a year ago. Also a tremendous pitcher. We might see her in the circle today. First pitch, slow grounder to the right side. Stewart with the easy flip to first. 1 pitch, 1 out for Hannah Rogers in the third.
Now batting the second baseman, number 25, Lisa Tassi.
That'll bring Lisa Tassi to the plate. Tassi, sophomore, saw plenty of playing time, a lot as a designated player in her first season as a Flyer. Now waits as Rogers delivers, and it's a called strike over the outside corner. A tap of home plate by Tassi. She doesn't wear batting gloves in that box, just wiggles her fingers as the pitch comes in. Low and outside for ball 1. Tassie, one of a number of Dayton Flyers that call the greater Chicagoland area as home. It's a foul ball to the right side, makes it a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Novak, Tassie, Ryan, among many others on this team that from Illinois in general. It's a rock back and the 1-2 pitch on the way. Hit on the ground. Rogers knocks it down but can't quite field it cleanly, and by the time Stewart gets to it, the safest play is to just put it in her pocket.
Now batting for the Flyers.
Goes as another hit for the Flyers, their 4th of the game. They've now taken the hit advantage from the Pride. Still trailing in the key part of the scoreboard, that is the runs. But now a runner at first base and the cleanup hitter, Katie Ryan, to the plate. First pitch taking, it's a called strike 1. Katie reached some notoriety last season. Was a SportsCenter top 10 play when she jumped over the catcher in a tournament down in Alabama. She takes low and inside for a ball. Had some ebbs and flows as a hitter at the plate, but ended the season quite solidly. Playing first base now after being a right fielder last season. Takes outside, ball 2. Tassie, the base runner at first. Now the rock back, the 2-1 pitch. Called strike 2. Rogers living on that outside corner right now, can't blame her. Ryan with 2 balls and 2 strikes on her. The pitch to the plate. High and away. Snap throw to first base. Tassie, not much of a lead there, but good check by Lauren Sweet to get her scampering back into the bag. Full count now on Ryan. Rogers shakes off one sign, then another. Now she's ready. Here comes the pitch. Liner out towards left field, but into the mitt of Haley Wilson. Nice running play by the left fielder. Struck well by Ryan, but just didn't get it up in the air quite enough. And now that's out number 2. We'll have a pinch runner over at first base as Kelly Fitzgerald comes in to run for Lisa Tassie. Fitzgerald, a sophomore, waits as Haberstich swings at the first pitch and pops it up on the infield. Kelsey Stewart makes the catch, and that'll do it for the Flyers. A base hit by Lisa Tassie, but that's all the Flyers can muster. We head to the 4th inning, and the USSSA Pride lead 1-0.
We love calling the Miami Valley home. It's more than where we work. It's where we live, where we raise our families. At DP&L, you can count on us to do what's right for you. Like continually investing in our electrical systems that keep your power on, your lives running, and your family happy, no matter what it takes. We're proud to work with you to make the Miami Valley a great place to live. We're Dayton Power and Light.
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny, nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
Welcome back to UD Stadium. The Dayton Flyers trail the USSSA Pride 1-0. It's the 4th inning. Lauren Sweet, Cheyenne Cords, and Kelsey Stewart due up facing Amanda Cash on for her 4th inning of work. 3 hits in the ball game for the Pride. 2 of them by Courtney Seo, and 1, the big difference in the game, from Cheyenne Cords, the home run back in the 2nd. She's due up 2nd in this frame.
Leading off for the Pride, the catcher, Lauren.
The Dayton Flyers competed over at Ohio State yesterday as part of the Cancer Research Tournament that's held every year by OSU. The Pride played Ohio State as a culmination of that tournament last night. foul ball out of play behind home plate is strike one to Sweet. A huge crowd was on hand for that Buckeyes versus Pride game. Earlier in the day, the Dayton Flyers split the games that they played. The 0-1 changeup is in there, strike two. They lost to Miami. That's Miami of Ohio, of course. They defeated Toledo. Cash readies. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, strike three. Lauren Sweet, a strikeout victim 2 times over, goes back to the dugout. Cords will come to the plate now. Cheyenne, mentioned before, the difference in the ball game for the Pride and Flyers as of right now. Strike called over the outside corner out of the hand of Cash. 0-1 the count. Long look in. Davidson with the sign. Now the pitch. Outside, ball one. This USSSA Pride team has won NPF regular season titles 5 times since being founded in 2009. The ball drips outside for ball two. 11 and 12, as well as 2014, 15, and 16. The last year, Pride went 40 and 14, but fell in the Cow's Cup final. So misses for ball three and a good hitter's count for Cords. They finished last year as the runner-up in the Cow's Cup championship. The pitch in, called strike two. Finish as the regular season champion. This is a Pride team that has a championship pedigree. 14 of 15 players played in the College World Series. Liner towards first, picked up by Ryan. Can't tell if she caught it on the line or on the bounce, but she takes it to the bag. That's out number 2. There's 5 national champions on this team, including 3 Florida players that won back-to-back championships in 2014 and 15. Swing and a foul back by Kelsey Stewart, who's in her first season with the Pride, a recent graduate of the University of Florida in Gainesville. Stewart walked her first time up. We've heard her name called quite a few times defensively. She takes a low and away for a ball. Cash with the count at 1 ball and 1 strike, delivers. Just a bit inside, ball 2. Stewart readies with those hands right at her ear. Flares one down the left field line. Good chase by DeSalvo, but it lands out of play. Strike 2. Field has run out of balls by the looks of things. Now we're ready to go. Cash with the ball back. 2 down in the inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Everyone ready? Here comes the pitch. Strike 3 called. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Amanda Cash. The Pride go down in order in the 4th. We head to the bottom of the inning. It's a 1-0 USSSA Pride lead over the Dayton Flyers.
Cheer for the stumbles. That he should have had that. And the tears that linger. For in those moments, greatness lies. There, you will find the provoked, the determined, the unified. It's in those moments that champions are born.
Think of the NCAA as a marching band. We wouldn't stop with halftime. We'd be full-time, celebrating student athletes in everything they do. Okay, so don't think of us as a marching band. Think of us as a spirit squad. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
We've reached the bottom of the fourth inning. The Dayton Flyers trail 1-0 with Hannah Rogers on the mound for the USSSA Pride. She's given up 4 hits, but kept runners stranded, including a bases-loaded jam there in the second inning. But the Flyers have had a base runner in each inning thus far. DeSalvo, Ziegler, and Blar going to be trying their hand in the fourth. DeSalvo singled through the left side, really ripped one past Co and Cords back in the second inning. Squares the bunt, pulls back, takes a strike one called. DeSalvo led the 2016 Flyers in hit by pitch. She had a great on-base percentage because her ability to stay in the batter's box. She takes one outside here, moves the count to a ball and a strike. Rogers with the sign from Sweet. Now the pitch. And that one got DeSalvo. I think they're going to confer on this to see if she attempted to bunt that one. She was going to drag bunt, pulled the bat back, or at least tried to pull the bat back. It hit her in the foot. She's down at first base now. Could be a potentially big play for the Flyers here because it's the leadoff hitter in the inning. Though they've had a runner aboard in each frame, the first inning was the only time it was the leadoff hitter. But Aspen Novak was forced out at second. So it is a hit by pitch is what the final ruling is. DeSalvo aboard at first. Brings Ellie Ziegler to the plate. She singled down the first base line her first time up. The pitch to the plate. Inside, ball one. DeSalvatore, a good fielder over at first, but Ziegler smoked it right by her. She takes a strike here, outside corner. Evens things up at 1 ball, 1 strike. DeSalvo, the base runner, ready to go. As Rogers delivers. Foul ball straight back. It's 1-2. The Dayton Flyers finished last season with a record of 27, 22, and 1. First time in program history, Flyers team goes back-to-back above 500 records. As the foul ball almost hits Say Cheese, the grilled cheese truck here today to provide concessions. The senior class for the Dayton Flyers set the record for wins in a 4-year span. The swing and a miss is strike 3. Ziegler down on strikes for out number 1 here in the fourth.
Now batting for the Flyers, the third baseman, number 24, Julia
Of those
Blair.
starters last season, 2 significant contributors, a catcher in Catherine Hess and first baseman Krista Gustafson. Snap throw down to first. Back in time is DeSalvo. Gustafson battled injuries her entire career, finally stayed healthy for a season, and was the best power threat the Flyers had. Coach LaPlaca and the Flyers staff trying to find the replacement for that pop a little bit. We see Ziegler with the single in the second inning, and Blar, another rookie, getting a chance here this fall. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike pitch is a called strike at the belt, inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on the third baseman for the Flyers. DeSalvo, the base runner at first. Led off with a hit by pitch. Now the 1-2. Popped in the air on the infield, called by Co. She'll make the catch. It's out number 2. And we're going to get a pinch hitter for Kyle Davidson here in the 4th inning is Amanda Cash. The starting pitcher will get to hit for herself. The left-handed swinging, left-handed throwing pitcher takes a strike called over the inside corner. It's 0-1. Amanda got her first chance to hit last season. Had a double, an RBI. Ended up hitting about 300. She fouls one straight into the fence for strike 2. Rogers, after that hit by pitch to start the inning, recorded the strikeout, got the weak pop out. Now is 1 strike away from ending the 4th for the Flyers. The rock back, the 0-2. Outside, ball 1. Got a Florida Gator battery with Rogers and Sweet. Seen Sweet try to throw behind DeSalvo a little bit. Had a threat to run. It's a foul ball. Sent straight to the screen. Keeps the count the same. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Pride scored a single run in the 2nd inning. Put us at our 1-0 score we have now. The pitch in, chopped foul. The at-bat continues. The home run by shortstop Cheyenne Cords is the lone run on the board. The Flyers have out-hit the Pride 4-3. Cash chokes up on the bat. The pitch in, high, ball 2. DeSalvo a good enough runner that if Cash were able to find a line or a gap, could be a tied game. The 2-2. Hit weakly on the ground out towards second. Nice pickup by Stewart. The throw to first in time will do it for the Flyers in the 4th. They get a base runner on the hit by pitch, but that'll be all. We head to the 5th. It's still USSSA Pride 1, Dayton Flyers 0.
Playing for the Pride today is number 20.
We love calling the Miami Valley home. It's more than where we work. It's where we live, where we raise our families. At DP&L, you can count on us to do what's right for you. Like continually investing in our electrical systems that keep your power on, your lives running, and your family happy, no matter what it takes. We're proud to work with you to make the Miami Valley a great place to live. We're Dayton Power and Light.
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
Brianna Hamilton, Hallie Wilson, and Courtney Seo, the 9-1-2 part of the order for the Pride, 2 up in the 5th inning, facing Amanda Cash, who's on for her 5th inning of work. Cash has 3 strikeouts, a couple of walks, and has given up 3 hits, 1 home run. That's the offense of this game for Dayton and the USSSA Pride. Hamilton reached on a fielder's choice her first time up. It was a line drive that second baseman Lisa Tassi got a glove on, but simply knocked it down, sent the ball back into center field, but picked it up and threw to second base before Kelsey Stewart could get there. First pitch taking, a strike called over the outside corner. It's 0-1. Hamilton started her collegiate career at South Carolina before transferring to Florida State. Graduated as a Seminole. Foul ball down the third baseline, just out of the reach of a diving Julia Blar, my apologies. The coaches today for the Pride, Megan Willis and Jen Gladding, part of the 2016 Coaching Staff of the Year for the NPF. The 0-2 in, fouled off. Hamilton, little check swing to stay alive. Seven Pride players were part of the all NPF team. Some we're watching today is like Kelly Kreshman, Hallie Wilson, some others, Kelsey Nunley, Megan Wiggins, Jordan Taylor, Shelby Penley, all here, I believe, or at least most of them here, but not in the lineup today against the Flyers. Another 0-2, check swing, fouled straight back. We'll do it again. The Flyers had 2 first-team all-region players by the NFCA last season. Starting pitcher Amanda Cash and outfielder/pitcher Gabby Snyder. Liner foul, that one might hit the arena. UD Softball Stadium across the street from the famed UD Arena, home of the first 4 of the NCAA men's basketball tournament. Also right across the field from Time Warner Cable Stadium, the baseball field. The 0-2 pitch in, fouled straight back again. 5-pitch at bat already, the count's still 0-2. A picturesque scene here at UD Softball Stadium. The rise out in the outfield, good place for people to sit up, watch a game. The river out in the background, it's beautiful. Changeup popped in the air, shallow left center, and it gets down. That's a fair ball. Rounding first, heading into second is Kayla Haberstich, slow to get up down that line. She had to put out a full-on diving effort in order to try to catch that ball, and Hamilton ends up winning the battle. Didn't hit it hard, but placed it perfectly down the left field line. And that's a double for the number 9 hitter. Turns it over to the top of the order. We'll see what the left fielder, Hallie Wilson's, doing. She was an all-NPF player this past season, which was just over a short while ago. This one misses outside for a ball. Wilson, the 3rd leading hitter on the team for the Pride, .329 average. Squares to bunt early. The pitch in. Called a strike, outside corner, evens it up at a ball and a strike. Wilson in her 2nd season with the Pride. Joined USSSA right out of college. Gets to wear pretty much the same colors as her Arizona Wildcats, where she spent her 4 years. The pitch from Cash, missed outside. The count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Ready, the pitch in. Popped in the air, foul. It's out of play for strike 2. The runner at second base with nobody out is Brianna Hamilton. Wilson ready at the dish. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Cash doing a good job of getting the Pride hitters to 2 strikes, has just been unable at this point to get the punch out. She has 3 on the afternoon, had Hamilton down 0-2 for giving up that bloop double. Now the 2-2. Hit in the air, shallow right center. Over tracking it is Novak. She makes the catch. She'll fire it in. Hamilton has to stay at second. That's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Courtney Seo.
Now Courtney Seo to the plate. Courtney, 2 for 2. She's got a bunt single her last time up. Singled out to short her first time up. Now takes just a bit low, ball 1. Seo in her 3rd season with the Pride. Joined USSSA right out of Oregon. She was the Pac-12 batting champion. Takes inside for ball 2. Hamilton takes a peek at the outfield, tries to see where they're at. Should see fine green. She might be trying to score here. Pitch flared down the left field line, but foul. Strike 1. And with that foul ball, time going to be called. Head coach Kara LaPlaca going to head out to the circle to have a word with her sophomore catcher and junior starting pitcher. A little bit of strategy with Courtney Seo at the plate. Just the battery involved with the meeting, however, as LaPlaca leaves the circle. Coach Kara LaPlaca in her 10th season with the Dayton Flyers, and she is the all-time winning percentage leader in Dayton softball history. The all-time win total certainly within striking distance for LaPlaca as well. 2-1, just a bit inside. Ball 3. First base is open, but with the reigning NPF Offensive Player of the Year looming on deck, not a person you want to put on slot to second base. Up with it is Tassie. It does move the runner over, but a nice play by Lisa is out number 2. Hamilton now 60 feet away. And Kelly Kreshman to the plate. Kreshman flew out the deep right field her last time up. Snyder was on the warning track in right when she ran it down. Lefty on lefty. Kreshman with a wide open stance. The pitch in. Called a strike outside corner. It's 0-1. Kreshman, the elder statesman on this Pride squad, in her 11th season of professional experience. She is a gold medalist in the 04 Olympics. She takes ball 1. Played her college ball at the University of Alabama. Went to the College World Series in 1999. Stands in the 1-1. High, ball 2. Runner at third base, 2 outs in this 1-0 ball game. USSSA Pride got a home run in the second inning. That's the only run. Now the 2-1. Sharply on the ground into right center field, a base hit. That one's going to go all the way to the fence. Kreshman jogs into second with the double, and the Pride have taken a 2-0 lead thanks to the RBI by Kreshman.
Now batting the center fielder, Christy Merritt.
Brings Christy Merritt to the plate. She flew out to the deepest part of the ballpark her last time up. Aspen Novak ran it down with her back against the fence in center field. Now Merritt is the center fielder for the Pride. Ready? Pitch popped out of play to the right side. Strike 1. Merritt, the third of the Florida alumni on this Pride squad. Part of that back-to-back national championship squad. Got upset in the Super Regionals last year. So that one misses just a bit outside. Ball 1. Right-handed swinging center fielder. Hitting cleanup is ready. The pitch. Hit back up the middle. That's a base hit. Novak going to cut it off, fire it in, but coming around to score is Kreshman for the third run of the game for the Pride. It's 3-0 now, thanks to the RBI single by Merritt.
Now batting the first baseman, number 3, Gianna DeSalvatore.
Gianna De Salvatore to the plate now, 0 for 2. De Salvatore, 2011 graduate of UCLA, takes outside, ball 1. She was the NPF Offensive Player of the Year in 2013. Kreshman is continuing to play well. She scored that second run of the inning. She's the Offensive Player of the Year here for 2016 in the MPF. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. DeSalvatore takes outside for a ball. So DeSalvatore from that left-hand box with a slightly open stance. Rests that bat on the shoulder, rises up as Cash delivers way outside, ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike on the number 5 hitter, DeSalvatore. Runner at first base is Christy Merritt. The pitch in. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, a base hit. Snyder fires it back in, so the Pride just goes station to station. Merritt stops at second. DeSalvatore with the base knock. 3 straight hits for the Pride, and I think we're going to see a substitution now as Gabby Snyder will come in from right field. Banda Cash
Now batting is the catcher, number 16, Lauren Sweet.
sees her day end after 4 pretty good innings. Gives up 2 runs here in the 5th to make it 3 total runs. The switching around, and with softball it can be all over the place, but we'll take a break as we try to figure it out. The Flyers trail 3-0 as we get our pitching replacement.
Cheer for the stumbles. That he should have had that. And the tears that linger. For in those moments, greatness lies. There, you will find the provoked, the determined, the unified. It's in those moments that champions are born.
Think of the NCAA as a marching band. We wouldn't stop with halftime. We'd be full-time, celebrating student athletes in everything they do. Okay, so don't think of us as a marching band. Think of us as a spirit squad. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
In the circle now for the Flyers. She replaces Manda Cash. Gabby Snyder moves from right field to the circle. Katie Ryan moves to right field, and Maddie Maloof comes in to play first. Snyder's first pitch to Lauren Sweet. It's a called strike 1. Sweet probably glad to see Cash out of the game. 0 for 2 against the lefty with a strikeout looking and a strikeout swinging. She takes one in the dirt, blocked up by Davidson. Evens the count up. 1 ball, 1 strike. As I mentioned when Ryan was batting a few innings ago that we saw her in the outfield a lot last year. She retreats out to right field. It's a chopper foul picked up by Maloof, the left-handed first baseman new to the game. Count in favor of Snyder now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sweet ready at the dish. Here's the 1-2. Tried to elevate it, but Sweet did not chase. Evens the count up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. During the year, Lauren Sweet only played in 16 games, made 6 starts. Mentioned before, pretty fresh out of college, but she swings and misses at the changeup for strike 3. Snyder gets him out of the jam, but 2 runs come across for the Pride. It's now a 3-0 game as we head to the bottom of the 5th here in Dayton.
For the top of the 5th, 4 hits, 2 runs, no errors, 1 left on base. Our score is Pride 3, Flyers nothing.
We love calling the Miami Valley home. It's more than where we work. It's where we live, where we raise our families. At DP&L, you can count on us to do what's right for you. Like continually investing in our electrical systems that keep your power on, your lives running, and your family happy, no matter what it takes. We're proud to work with you to make the Miami Valley a great place to live. We're Dayton Power and Light.
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
The top of the order due up for the Dayton Flyers in the home half of the fifth inning. Novak, Snyder, and Tassi. Dayton trails 3-0 to the USSSA Pride. Hannah Rogers back to the circle for the visiting squad. Aspen Novak 1 for 2 in this game. Actually, I take that back. She is 1 for 1. Pinch hit for in the second inning. With the bases loaded, Maddie Maloof grounded out. But Novak had a chopping single over the head of pitcher Hannah Rogers her first time up. Squares to bunt, pulls back. It misses inside. Ball 1. The Pride with a single run in the second, 2 runs in the fifth inning to give themselves this 3-0 lead. The pitch in, chopped on the ground to the right side, picked up, flipped on to first, and DeSalvatore's flipped to Stewart's in time for out number 1.
Fans, please welcome our junior PA announcer, Kata.
That'll bring Gabby Snyder to the plate. Snyder went from right field to the pitcher's circle last inning. Got the strikeout of Lauren Sweet to end the frame. She's 0 for 2 at the plate. Lines the first pitch she sees into right field, a base hit. Kreshman runs it down, fires it back behind the runner at first, but Snyder back to the bag safely. It's a 1-out single. Snyder with her first hit of the ball game, the 5th hit of the game for the Flyers. And Lisa Tassi will come to the plate. Snyder, the fastest runner on this Dayton Flyers team, ready at first. The pitch in, a called strike. It's the heart of the order. Snyder, Tassi, and Ryan trying to cut into this Pride lead. Tassi out in front of the pitch, fouls it off into the Flyers bullpen down the left field line. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes on the second baseman. The pitch popped in the air, foul ball. Gonna land just to the right of the bleachers here. And skip up near the camera well. That's a free $5 to Roosters. Just couldn't quite run it down. Still no balls and 2 strikes on the sophomore, Lisa Tassi. A tap of home plate. She's ready to go. Gabby Snyder, the runner at first. The pitch coming. Chop back up the middle, off the glove. The quick tag at second, throw to first, not going to be in time. Kelsey Stewart with a heads-up play to get Gabby Snyder running into second. Hannah Rogers tried to glove it. It hit off the top. We can see off the replay the deflection. But Stewart with a nice adjustment and almost gets Tassi at first. Now Katie Ryan with 2 outs, waits, takes. That's a called strike 1. Katie 0 for 2. Hit a ball hard out to left field her last time up, but it was tracked down by Wilson. Now the 0-1. High ball. Ryan now playing right field. Also popped up to the shortstop back in the first inning. 2 away. Bottom of the 5th. The pitch in. Taken for a strike. It's 1-2. Should Ryan reach, junior Kayla Haberstich waits on deck. Tassi ready at first. Here's the 1-2. Hit weakly on the ground. DeSalvatore has it, takes it to the bag, and that'll do it for the Flyers in the 5th. They get another base hit, but they still trail this one 3-0 as we head to the 6th inning.
Cheer for the stumbles, the he shoulda had that's, and the tears that linger. For in those moments, greatness lies. There, you will find the provoked, the determined, the unified. It's in those moments that champions are born.
Think of the NCAA as a marching band. We wouldn't stop with halftime. We'd be full-time, celebrating student athletes in everything they do. Okay, so don't think of us as a marching band. Think of us as a spirit squad. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
Right now, everyone ready to go, but Lisa Tassi was on the base pass when the bottom of the 5th inning ended, and we've yet to see her emerge from the dugout. There she is. Dayton trails 3-0 to the USSSA Pride professional team from the MPF. And actually the best team in the regular season. They went 40-14. It's a great year by any measures. They were the regular season champions of the MPF. They had the coaching staff of the year, 7 all-NPF players, the offensive player of the year, and Kelly Crushman, the player of the year. Back-to-back years for Crushman, as a matter of fact. We saw her come through with a big RBI double that plated the Pride's 2nd run. She came around to score the 3rd run. But now here in the 6th, it'll be Cord, Stewart, and Hamilton trying their luck against the right-handed hurler, Gabby Snyder. First pitch outside to Cords. The shortstop launched a home run over the left field fence in her first AB. She takes outside for ball 2. She grounded out to first baseman Katie Ryan her first time up. That was on a ball that was hit so hard it was hard to tell whether it was up on the ground or on the line. One hopper back to the circle is an easy pickup for Gabby Snyder. The pitcher retires the shortstop for out number 1. Kelsey Stewart will come to the plate now. Stewart has been very active out in the field. 0 for 1 at the plate. Lines one into left center field. That's trouble. It's going to one-hop the fence. And Stewart racing around first, heads into second with a stand-up double. Didn't try to do too much with it, just went the opposite field. That ball carried right into the power alley. It's a one-out double. Now Brianna Hamilton, who started riding the conclusion of Amanda Cash's night an inning ago with a 7-pitch at-bat that resulted in a double. And the count was 0-2 the entire way. She came around to score the 2nd run of the game. Now with the count, 1 ball and no strikes. Snyder ready. The pitch. In there, across the inside corner, strike 1. Stewart, the base runner at second. The pitch to the plate. Just a bit inside, ball 2. Hamilton also bounced into a fielder's choice back in the 2nd inning. She sends a pop up to the right side, but an easy play for Tassi. She runs it down. There's now 2 away in the inning, and the top of the order comes to the plate. I said bounced into a fielder's choice. Hamilton bounced the ball off of Tassie's glove and into center field, but the force out at second gave her the fielder's choice. Now the top of the order, Snyder fires across the inside corner to Wilson. It's 0-1. Wilson 0 for 3 on the day. Ground out on the infield, a line out back to the mound, and a fly out to deep center. Now the 0-1 in the dirt. Davidson blocks it up. Evens the count up at a ball and a strike. Blard, the third baseman, Haberstitz at short, Tassie at second, and Maloof at first. The 1-1 pitch in, hit in the air, center field. Novak has it tracked, makes the catch right in front of the warning track, and that is out number 3. The double goes for naught. We head to the bottom of the 6th. The Dayton Flyers trail 3-0 to the USSSA Pride.
Pride hails from Kissimmee, Florida. Their overall record is 277-1.
Welcome back to UD Softball Stadium. Hannah Rogers will face Kayla Haberstitch, Hannah DeSalvo, and Ellie Ziegler here in the 6th inning. It's the 5, 6, 7 spots of the order. The Flyers trail 3-0 to the USSSA Pride. Pride scored a single run in the 2nd inning, 2 runs in the 5th, and that's been it. Amanda Cash went 4 2/3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, struck out 3, walked 2. Gave way to Gabby Snyder, who struck out the first batter she saw in the 5th inning. Came back in the bottom of the 5th inning, got a base hit. Then in the 6th inning, worked around a 1-out double. Set the Pride down without scoring, keeping the Flyers within striking distance at 3-0. Haberstitch, the right-handed swinging shortstop, takes the first pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. Haberstitch, a fly out to shortstop, a ground out to second. Stands in, ready. Rogers rocks and fires, misses outside, ball 1. Kayla ready to go. Hannah's pitch in. Lined into the middle of the third baseman, Seo. Nice play in foul territory for out number 1.
Foul batting the left fielder, number 17, Hannah.
Brings Hannah DeSalvo to the plate. Hannah's been on base both times she's been up. Once with a base hit, once with a hit by pitch. Now the rock and delivery. Outside, ball 1. The hit by pitch is the only free pass that Rogers has allowed today. No walks, just 1 strikeout. There's a lot of contact to her advantage in the ball game today. She misses outside to DeSalvo, ball 2. A tap of home plate by DeSalvo, the senior ready at the plate. The pitch on the way. Called a strike, inside corner. After 2 pitches away and away, Hannah looked like she was expecting another pitch away and got the fastball over the inside corner. The 2-1 from Rogers. Back to the outside corner. Did she go around? Yes, she did, says the first base umpire. It's 2-2. Rogers with the sign from Sweet. She rocks and delivers. A foul ball off to the right side. We'll do it again. DeSalvo readies at the bat. Pulls back, fouls another one off. We'll see if the Flyers can recreate some of the magic the Pride had going in the 5th inning when Brianna Hamilton had a really good at-bat and ended up blooping in a double to start off the inning. Led to 2 runs. DeSalvo has fouled off a couple pitches. Now the 2-2. Called strike 3, outside corner-ish, and it's the second out of the inning.
Now batting the catcher, number 6, Ellie.
That'll bring Ellie Ziegler to the plate. Ziegler, acting as the designated player, has singled, struck out in her 2 at-bats. That single back in the 2nd inning set up the Flyers' most serious scoring effort in this game. They had the bases loaded. Could not get the big 2-out base hit. Rogers 0-1 offerings, fouled into and out of the mid of Sweet. It's 0-2 now on the freshman DP. The single went down the first base line back in the 2nd inning. Kelly Keshman cut it off and fired it in before Ziegler could move to second. The 0-2 outside, ball 1. The right-handed swinging freshman ready at the plate. Pitch misses way outside. Now with the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. The Deuce is wild on the scoreboard. Rogers fires. Foul tipped into the mitt, hung on to by Sweet, and that'll do it for the Flyers in the 6th. They go down in order for the first time today, sending us to the 7th inning with the USSSA Pride leading 3-0.
We love calling the Miami Valley home. It's more than where we work. It's where we live, where we raise our families. At DP&L, you can count on us to do what's right for you. Like continually investing in our electrical systems that keep your power on, your lives running, and your family happy, no matter what it takes. We're proud to work with you to make the Miami Valley a great place to live. We're Dayton Power and Light.
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
Welcome back to Dayton, Ohio. I am Kyler Ludlow with you in the top of the 7th inning. The USSSA Pride leading the Dayton Flyers 3-0. Gabby Snyder in the circle. She will face Courtney Seo, Kelly Keshman, and Christy Merritt here in the 7th inning. This is the part of the order that saw Seo lead off with a bunt single back in the 3rd inning. Stole her way to second, but was stranded there. And back in the 5th, with 2 outs, Keshman and Merritt went back-to-back with big hits. A double followed by a single that led to 2 runs coming in. It counts 2-0 on the left-handed swinging 3rd baseman. See, it was 2 for 3. Single to the shortstop in the 1st, bunt single in the 3rd, grounded out sharply in the 5th. She takes inside, ball 3. So Snyder behind in the count now. We've seen Gabby for an inning and a 3rd here this afternoon. She misses outside, ball 4. The leadoff batter aboard on a 4-pitch walk. 3rd free pass of the day for Dayton pitching. First for Snyder. Brings up Keshman. Mentioned some of the accolades before. The back-to-back Offensive Player of the Year for the NPF. Waits, takes, and it's outside. Ball 1. Interestingly enough, when you take a closer look at the right fielder's batting stance, the hands a little bit apart as she stands in with that wide open stance. Snyder's 1-0. Called a strike inside corner. First strike of the inning. Seal, the speedster at first. The changeup misses outside, ball 2. Snyder, in trying to be fine and not give up a big knock, has kind of danced around the strike zone. She paints the outside corner here, evens it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Seal, the runner at first. The pitch to the plate. Kreshman had a notion but laid off. It's ball 3. The full count now on the number 3 hitter in the order for the Pride. 3-0 our score. Top of the 7th. Snyder shakes off one sign, now has the one she wants. Grounder to the first base bag. Stopped in fair territory by Maloof. She'll take it to the first base bag. Sia moves up to second. Kreshman out at first on the ground out. And now Christy Merritt to the plate. I mentioned before the USSSA Pride in town on their Great Lakes tour. Started with a 7-0 win yesterday. Snyder paints the outside corner to Merritt for strike 1. Beat the Ohio State University 7-0 in Columbus yesterday. After the game today, the Pride will take Monday off. The ball misses low and outside. Evens the count up at a ball and a strike. They play the Notre Dame Fighting Irish on Tuesday. After another travel day on Wednesday, we'll have a doubleheader at Michigan on Thursday. The 1-1 pitch, lined into shallow right field. It's down a base hit. Ryan up with it, fires to the plate. The one hopper hits Davidson in the mask, and now the runner's coming home. She's going to slide in safely. Alertly moving up is Merritt on the play. No RBI for Merritt. That makes it a 4-0 ball game as the Pride score the run. There's still one away in the inning. Runner out at second base is Merritt. Gianna DeSalvatore to the plate now. Takes outside, ball 1. Wrapping up this fall tour, Friday, September the 30th, the Pride play at the University of Toledo. That is the last of their 5-team, 6-game stretch here in the Great Lakes region. Strike call to the outside corner. DeSalvatore was the last batter Amanda Cash faced back in the 5th inning. Snyder's pitch in, lined into right field, another base hit. Katie Ryan cuts it off, fires it in. It's cut off by Maloof. Runners stay at the corners. Merritt was held up. Back-to-back singles by Merritt and DeSalvatore bring up Lauren Sweet. Sweet 0 for 3. 3 strikeouts in the game. Struck out as the first batter Snyder faced in the 5th inning. Gabby's first pitch is a called strike 1, outer corner area. Salvatore, the base runner at first. The pitch just misses inside. Strike, or ball 1, my pardon. This is a team that attempted 77 stolen bases during the 2016 season. It misses low for ball 2. The leader of which, Kelly Kreshman, we haven't seen necessarily showing off her speed on the base paths in that way here this afternoon. 2-1s, flared to the left, out of play. Evens it up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The inning started with a leadoff walk to Courtney Seo. Seo's come all the way around to score since. Big swing and a miss on the changeup is strike 3, and a big out for the Flyers and Gabby Snyder. Second strikeout for Gabby Snyder since coming in. Both have been of Lauren Sweet. Now Cheyenne Cords ready to go with 2 away, runners at the corners. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Top of the 7th inning, 4-0 our score. The Pride have doubled up the Flyers in hits, 10-5. 2 of them coming this inning. Another ball outside and high, 2-0 the count. Of the hits for the Pride, 7 of the 10, have come in the last 3 innings. Foul ball off to the left side, out of play. Makes the count 2-1. Christy Merritt and Giovanna DeSalvatore, the base runners currently on for the Pride. Merritt at third, DeSalvatore at first. Each have 2 hits in the last 3 innings. Change-ups fouled straight back, evens the count up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now Cords down to her final strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. She's 1 for 3 on the game, a home run back in the 2nd inning. The pitch in, popped in the air, coming over is Blar, and it's the freshman Blar who makes the catch for the final out of the 7th. A run does come around to score to make it 4-0 Pride. We head to the bottom of the 7th, the last chance for the Flyers coming up next.
Cheer for the stumbles. The he shoulda had that's. And the tears that linger. For in those moments, greatness lies. There, you will find the provoked, the determined, the unified. It's in those moments that champions are born.
Think of the NCAA as a marching band. We wouldn't stop with halftime. We'd be full-time, celebrating student athletes in everything they do. Okay, so don't think of us as a marching band. Think of us as a spirit squad. Well, just know we're always there for student athletes.
Welcome back to UD Softball Stadium. The Dayton Flyers with their last chance to get something going against the USSSA Pride. Leading off, Jules Curie stands in. Julianne by the official roster, but Jules by her teammates takes low and outside for ball 1. Curry taking the place of fellow freshman Julia Blar. Takes on the inside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on the freshman from Nevada. Hannah Rogers has seen some trouble but been able to work around it here this afternoon. Gets Curry to swing and miss at that one, high and away, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The rock back and the pitch. Hit in the air to right field, but Kreshman there has the track and makes the catch for out number 1. Good contact, just right to the reigning NPF Player of the Year. Now the catcher, Kyle Davidson, will stand in with 1 away. I misspoke earlier. I said Rogers' only free pass was the hit by pitch, but I spoke incorrectly. Kyle Davidson walked back in the 2nd inning. She's at the plate now. It's a strike that she sees to start off the AB. The 0-1 on the way. High, ball 1. Kyle from nearby Columbus, Ohio. Taps the outside of the plate, waits as Rogers delivers. Chopper back over the mound. Coming across his cords, the fire to first in time. 2 away. Turns the lineup over to the top, and Aspen Novak, the last chance for the Flyers here, trailing 4-0 in the bottom of the 7th. 2 away now as the center fielder takes, and it's a called strike 1. Aspen singled back in the first inning, grounded out to DeSalvatore, the first baseman, her last time up. The windup and the pitch. Bunted at, missed. Strike 2. On the year for 2016, Hannah Rogers was 6-2, saw action in 18 games through 58 2/3 innings. Now looking to finish off the complete game. Call strike 3, outside corner. Aspen Novak down looking to end here at UD Softball Stadium. The Pride, with 4 runs on 10 hits with no errors, defeat the Flyers 4-0. Dayton, no runs on 5 hits with 1 error. Nice afternoon here at UD Softball Stadium. The Flyers couldn't quite find the run column on the scoreboard. 5 hits, all those came in the first 5 innings, but since then could count on Hannah Rogers to shut them down. Now the teams will collect and sign autographs out on the field for the fans in the stands. A great overall afternoon here at UD Softball Stadium. Thanks everybody for tuning in. It's been a pleasure bringing you the game as always. Stay tuned to DaytonFlyers.com to see all of the Flyers action here this fall and of course in the spring. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.